Hi everybody, good morning, Carrie here. I hope you guys are all doing well and that you enjoyed the full moon last night. The full moon last night was known as a supermoon, which means it was very close to Earth. There were lots of energy it was sending to each and every one of us. The full moon energy was sending us love and positive healing energies to each and every one of your souls and heart. We are going through a time on earth right now where the angels call it a deep spiritual detox and rebooting process. All right. Everything in the universe is an energy, a vibration, a frequency. When we are on earth, Mother Earth vibrates at a frequency 3, where loved ones and angels and spirit guides, they vibrate at higher vibrations and frequencies than us. I told you last time in my last video about the grids, okay? Mother Earth has grids beneath her. Every one of us has grids. Physical grids, spiritual grids, emotional grids within our DNA coding and within our physical body. Lots are going on with these grids that are in our physical bodies right now. That's why people are having so much issues physically, spiritually, emotionally. It's the detox process. Like I said in my last video, if you are blocked in any of these grids, just think of it as spiritual lines going through your whole body, okay? Frequencies going through your whole body. If you've had a lot of trauma in your life, you may have clogs in your emotional grid. If you had illnesses, like, you're sick and got a cold or bronchitis or whatever, you might have had sludge in what they call your physical grids. When we get sludge in our spiritual grids, it's because we're not praying or connecting to Mother Earth or talking to our angels and guides very much. Okay, so everything's happening. The solar flare that we have from the sun, sun is a beautiful thing. She sends us healing. We cannot be on the earth without the sun. Hi, Lori. So she is sending a lot of these solar flares, which are eruptions on her. When she has these solar flares or eruptions, it comes to us, and it's a good thing, because these solar flares are frequencies and energies, and it's pushing the sludge out of and through the grids that are stuck. Like last time I said, you could have toxic sludge in your emotional, physical, or spiritual grid. These solar flares are clearing that. The moon last night helped clear some of and detox you of this negative stuff, sludge that's in your physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual grids. We're not just a physical body with a soul. We're a lot more complicated than that and a lot more beautiful than that, okay? So there's so much going on. The I3 Atlas that's coming by us is also clearing out all the detoxing, all the spiritual things, that's all the energy that's sludged within our grids going through our body. So you're getting hit with all these frequencies to try to detox you physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Like, you are not a physical body that chose a soul. You are a soul that chose to come in physical body. And guys, I'm going to tell you what, when we come to Earth, I'm told that Earth School is the hardest place for a soul to come to learn what they have to learn spiritually. Because here is the detoxing process. Here is where we learn to let go of emotional detachments. We learn to get rid of physical problems. We learn to get rid of spiritual problems. This is an Earth School. And guys, it's getting a little rough right now, because the angel said we all need to detox physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. There is something, you are in physical body, which is 3D right here, physical, sight, sound, touch. Your soul can vibrate to many frequencies. When you go to sleep at night, your soul actually leaves the body and it goes into all these realms of consciousness that you can't experience yet in 3D. We can't physically just open a door here while we're in our physical body and go to another dimension, or go back in time, or go into the future, or go visit a loved one on the other side. But when you sleep, your soul does just that. It leaves your body. It goes out to all these frequencies, and places that you aren't able to visit in a physical body. This is the lifetime to get it right, okay? I believe in reincarnation. I believe that God, the Creator, lets us come back lifetime after lifetime to learn love, happiness, joy, to learn the things, to let go of all the negative emotions. This is the emotional planet, where we get rid of all the negative emotions that never serve us, okay? So, God gives us a chance. We come back lifetime after lifetime to learn love over hate, happiness over sadness, to clear all our grids from past lifetimes of traumas, of emotional upsets, of physical illnesses, of spiritual things that no longer serve us. This clearing of the grids is not just from this lifetime. It's from every lifetime you've had before. So it's really hard to be on earth right now. You never know how many lifetimes you had that were negative or positive, but this is the lifetime to get it right so that when you pass over, you go and ascend to a higher frequency and you don't come back to earth anymore to learn anything. You become at one with God and the source and every living thing. So earth is like a school where we learn to control our emotions, to let go of the negative so the positive can come to us, all right? It's a hard place right now. So the solar flares, the supermoon, the AI3 Atlas, they're all sending frequencies, high vibrational spiritual frequencies that go through us to get rid of all the sludge and toxins we have in our body grids, okay? It's amazing because after 2033, like I said, I believed in reincarnation, souls aren't going to be able to come back to earth to get it right anymore. Actually, with all the crap we're seeing on earth right now, I kind of said, are we in is earth like a hell place where we have to come to learn to get everything in order? They said no. Earth is a school where you come here and you learn to be strong warriors of God's spiritual love and light. We are to learn that no matter what crap is going around us, that we are still spiritual soul beings and not to let the outside upset us. This is the lifetime to tune in and spiritually be able to connect yourself directly to God and spiritually grow for the ascension process. The ascension process means when you pass over, you don't got to reincarnate anymore. So we're getting hit hard with all these frequencies. The angels and guides are sending frequencies to clear you of all the negative. The AI3 Atlas is sending energy to frequencies to clear you of all the negative. Your loved ones on the other side are standing behind you. They're real close to you right now. They're saying, come on, you got this, you got this. You know that we all have history. We all have ancestry. When someone on earth gets it, okay, let's say you get it and you learn not to be upset by all the negative, and you learn in this lifetime to get rid of all the sludge in your emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual grids. Do you know that all your ancestors and people that passed before you, they get to do that too? They do it because you've done it, because we're all connected. All right. There's so much going on that news don't tell you about, and most spiritual gurus don't know about. A lot of spiritual people are awakening and they're understanding this. I asked if I was in a sci-fi movie sometime because it's getting crazy here. It's the battle of light and dark is so strong right now. And your angels and guides are saying, what side do you want to be on? Are you going to be upset by all the negative on this earth? Or are you going to cleanse your grids of all the negative stuff physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually so that you can ascend when you leave here? Reincarnation keeps us on earth school. It keeps us in I hate to say in the matrix, or I kind of call it a prison cycle. That when you don't get it right, you come back. When you don't get it right, you come back. But after 33, no one gets to come back. So this is the time to get yourself together, okay? To say, I'm not going to buy into the lies. I'm not going to buy into the negativity. I'm not going to buy into what people tell me I have to do. Guys, you don't have to do anything. And there's going to be a spiritual uprising spiritually in the afterworld. And in the higher realms of ascension, where angels are and your spirit guides are, they're already fighting on your behalf so that your soul can detox and raise your soul to a higher vibration. This is what God wants for you. This is what we're here to do, to get rid of the negative, to open up to the positive. It's gonna get crazy. Everything that is electrical has a frequency. Everything that's electrical right now is sending to everybody a negative frequency. A frequency that makes you question and live in fear. A frequency that could even make your heart vibrate and flutter. A frequency that makes you depressed. A frequency that makes you worry. All the negative emotions are coming through all these electrical things, TVs, radios, everything, your phone, cell phones. They're all emitting this. They're emitting this negative vibration frequency to make you be clinging to the negative emotions that keep you at a lower vibration. So I would suggest that you make your houses more peaceful. You're not on the cell phone all the time. You're not on TV all the time. These frequencies are negative through our electrical our phones and things. That's why Mother Earth solar flares is sending us the positive energy. That's why A13 Atlas is sending us positive energy. That's why angels and guides and higher realms are sending you positive energy. They're trying to protect you and surround you with some kind of spiritual shield so that you don't get hit so hard with all this negative vibration and frequencies through electrical things on the planet Earth. So there's a lot going on. I said to God the other day, my angels in my prayer, I said, I see babies coming to Earth right now. Why would they be wanting to come to Earth with all of this junk going on? We were never supposed to be here where we work, pay taxes, give, because someone told us to give. Yes, we're going through that right now. And yes, you've got to be a good citizen and you got to pay your taxes and you got to do what you're supposed to do. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is not what Earth School was supposed to be like. Okay? Negative vibrations, negative people in power. They're the ones that keep us trapped on this Earth School out of fear. Fear is the worst thing you could feel. Fear is the worst thing you can feel. So to break out of this trap, you have to learn not to listen too much to all the frequencies on TV, radio, not to be close too much to all these electrical things. And it's not easy to not pick up your cell phone and look at things. But just remember, when you do, it is emitting a negative frequency vibration that shocks every one of your grids. It shocks your soul. It shocks your spiritual energy, and it brings you to a lower vibration. Everything's on vibration and frequency. I've been asking him some tools that we can use to raise our vibration that can protect us from all this negative frequencies that are hitting us. And so soon I'll be able to have some of those. I've been taking a lot of time for prayer and meditation to learn all this. There's so much I'm trying to figure out how I can explain it in human forms. I'm hoping this helps you a little bit. Well, the babies, I asked, they're coming to Earth. I said, why would children want to be born with this? They said the children being born, some of them are coming to Earth as double rainbow babies, all right? A rainbow baby is usually born before or somebody passes, and their soul bridges you to the loved ones on the other side realm or the angel realm. A double rainbow baby is going to do that, but they're also children that are so spiritually gifted, they're vibrating at such a high frequency, they've already broke out of the matrix and they're at a high ascension process. They're going to connect you to star beings, to the galactic. They will connect you to all the positive things in the universe. So they're coming here as great physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual healers. Sooner or later on Earth, we're not going to have disease. We're not going to have financial issues. We're not going to have any of these problems. Right now is the worst that it's going to get. But remember, it is going to get better. So hold on to that. I wanted to sign in here and give you a little of that today because my last video had to be shortened because I had so much going on. The other thing is I have a seminar on Loved Ones on the Other Side on Thursday, November 13th. It will be at the Comfort Inn in Grand Blanc, Michigan. It's $65 cash at the door, and it starts at 7. With all this new information, I may branch off and do more workshops about what's going on with the ascension process and things like that, and maybe do less of these Loved Ones on the Other Side seminars. I'm not sure yet. It depends on how much information I get and how much I can process all the stuff I'm getting. But it's getting very real here. Don't be in fear. Don't be upset. Don't be so much around the electrical stuff and be glued to your cell phone. I know it's hard, but if you could take like one weekend and barely look at your cell phone and barely be around all these frequencies on TV and radio, you will notice a difference within 48 hours, they said. You will feel more peaceful. You will feel more calm. So my seminar, like I said, is September 13th. It's a Thursday. It's going to be at the Comfort Inn in Grand Blanc, Michigan. Cost is $65 cash at the door. Starts at 7. There are a few seats left. I'm going to give a special angelic message to each and every one of you that attend the seminar. And I'm going to give you a message from your private angel and what you should be doing to spiritually grow. For the next 6 months or 7 months. I'm also going to be giving many messages from Loved Ones on the Other Side because they're so close to you right now. Dreams last night might have been crazy. Your animals are starting to act a little weird. Cats and dogs and stuff are acting weird. They will either be clingy or they'll be very antsy. It's because they're picking up this energy that's coming from the solar flares, that's coming from A13 Atlas, that is coming from your angels and guides, and they don't understand it yet. So sometimes they may feel a little wired. You may feel a little agitated, so it's important to do things that calm you. You don't have to go out in public. I mean, we're getting ready for the Christmas season. Do things that bring you joy. If you feel joyful putting up your Christmas tree and decorations, do so. The main spiritual thing to do right now is not to live in fear, not buy into all this crap, to calm yourself, to think of joyful thoughts, to do things that you love doing for you. Because let me tell you, when you start claiming your own spiritual power, nothing, absolutely nothing can stop you from being where you want to be and doing what you want to do. Your soul is an energy that is so powerful. When you start tapping into the higher realms and the higher frequencies, absolutely nothing negative will be able to touch you whatsoever. So if you want to get into my seminar on Loved Ones on the Other Side, like I said, I don't know if I'll do one in September or not. I may. Call my office at 810-344-7468 and hold a seat for the next Thursday's November 13th seminar on how you communicate with loved ones on the other side. Come get your message from your own personal angel, and they will tell you how to calm yourself and what you can do to help raise your vibration and frequency. There's going to be door prizes here, and I love doing these seminars because all of your loved ones on the other side communicate with all of the other loved ones on the other side, and they enjoy it so much. But don't be in fear. Just say, I'm open, and I'm going to let the energy of the Christ consciousness and God through these solar flares, through these vibration and frequencies that are coming to Earth, to clear me of all the sludge. I'm going to do a little prayer right now. Say this with me. Dear God, I ask that all of the sludge in my emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual grids are cleansed from me, and that it is gone. And I am open to raising my vibration to a higher spiritual frequency so I can be a guiding light, so that my guiding light, all the light and love coming through me, will empower others to do the same. You guys walk in peace, walk in light, walk in love, and have a very blessed day. Hi, Amber. Hi, Renee. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Ellen. Don't buy into the fear. It's going to be crazy, like I said in my last video, because when these solar flares and these frequencies come and start clearing out your emotional, physical, and spiritual grids, your body has problems. You might get cramps in your legs and feet. You may have heart flutters. A lot of people are getting headaches. You might be stuffed up. It's just, when it detox, it takes everything out of you. You might be very tired. You might be like me. I'm starting to talk real fast. It's just the energy is coming through so fast. I love each and every one of you. I hope to see you at my seminar on the 13th. So if you want to talk to your loved ones on the other side and get your personal angel message, call my office at 810-344-7468 and have a very blessed, positive day. Bye now.